All right, so I'm going to present now my pan paperbacks of the series Modesty Blaise by Peter O'Donnell. So the first paperback, pan paperback edition I have um, is this one, X474, Modesty Blaise, and we look in the interior. And we see it was first published in 1965, and this edition was published by Pan in 1966, copyright 1965. So here's a nice, crisp, clean copy of Modesty Blaise, based on, it was a novelization of the movie with Monica Vitti and Terence Stamp, with Dirk Bogarde playing Modesty's sidekick, Willie Garvin. So this is the first. And it was this book, and I do have what I believe to be the Souvenir Press edition. Yep. Just turn here, and we see copyright 1965, first published by Souvenir Press, and simultaneously by Ryerson Press Toronto. So this one does not have its dust jacket, unfortunately. And the second book in the series is Sabretooth, with a nice cover. And this, I believe, M204. We look in the interior. Copyright 1966. This edition published by Pan 67. So this is the first Pan paperback. Nice, beautiful photo cover. A lot of the initial editions had photo covers. And this ratty copy of Taste for Death, with the same model, I believe. And this is actually the first pan, I believe. Yeah. Third printing. So this pan edition, 1971, third printing. And here's another, a later edition. So a lot of the later editions of the Modesty Blaise novels, paperbacks, published by Pan, had different models in the roll and photo covers. Some the much later ones didn't, but these ones did. So this one is the Taste for Death, and just look in the interior. We'll see what printing it is. And it's the fifth printing. And here we have I, Lucifer. I believe this is the says M. I believe this is the first Pan paperback edition. Yeah, this is the first Pan paperback edition. Nice crisp copy of I, Lucifer, Modesty Blaise again. So Modesty Blaise novels are just great, fast-paced reads. Um, sort of James Bondish, but I think O'Donnell, I think, is a much better writer than Ian Fleming, to be honest. The name Blaise by the way. It comes from the Arthurian mythos. Blaise was Merlin's tutor, teacher in the Arthurian legends. And so we look here, and it is, I think this is Last Day in Limbo. It's the first Pan paperback, I think. Yes, it's the first Pan. Silver Mistress, which I read, I really enjoyed. Um, this is the new adventure. And again, it's the first Pan. There we have Silver Mistress. And then we have Dragon's Claw. And again, it's a photo cover, but you don't see the model. You just see the profile of her leg. And this is the second printing, I believe, of Dragon's Claw, Modesty Blaise Adventure. And here is Xanadu Talisman. Nice photo cover. This is the first Pan. These are fun reads, just lots of action, intrigue, uh, coupled with escapades, just fun reads. And this is Night of the Morning Star. And it is the copyright 1982. Yeah. And this is the first Pan, Night of the Morning Star. And here we have Pieces of Modesty. And this is actually a paperback original short stories of Modesty Blaise. Yeah. These are all short stories. It's an anthology book. Fun reads, and this is like a paperback original, so first printing. A little more valuable than the other paperbacks because it only came out in originally first in paperback. And then we have Impossible Virgin. Uh, this one, another. This is the first pen of Impossible Virgin. The same model as in Pieces of Modesty. And this is the last one. And this is the worst of the covers, actually. And this is the first Pan. This is the last of at least that I have, of the Pan paperbacks. I'll show you the American editions. This is like a third or fourth printing with a Robert McGinnis cover of the first novel. A very, actually a superior edition to the other Pan, just because of the cover um, of the central protagonist, Modesty Blaise. Okay, and here is Taste for Death. And Taste for Death, again with a. No, I don't think this is as good a cover as the Pan paperback. This has a spine roll. Nice copy though. I'm just looking for the artist name. I can't see it. Yeah, I don't know. And this is the I Lucifer cover, and I think it's a very nice cover, Fawcett edition. And this is, I believe, the first Fawcett edition, first American edition. Yeah, it says first printing, August 1967. Now I will show you an original novel. This is the first edition, hardcover, dust jacket of Xanadu Talisman in Souvenir Press. Do you notice? It's pounds, so $6.95. Souvenir Press and first edition. Nice cover. Nice solid copy. Not cheap. Very valuable. And here's another one. First edition of Night of the Morning Star. Nice cover. And yeah, first edition. British edition. Souvenir Press. Night of the Morning Star. Nice crisp copy. And this is the final one. This is Cobra Trap. And again, it's an anthology book with several stories. And what's unique about this is the paperback version. First paperback edition from 2006. The original edition is very expensive. What's unique about this is that it tells you the story of how Modesty and Willie die, actually. So there's an ending to their adventures. Cobra Trap. All right, so I also wanted to show you a little tidbit of the comic strips. So they first appeared in newspaper form way back in 1963. And I believe their last run in the comic strip form was in 2002. Peter O'Donnell himself died, I think, 2010. So this is the Ken Pierce editions of the Modesty Blaise adventure. So he's really the first one to actually publish. He was instrumental in publishing a lot of these comic strip, obscure or lesser known, I should say, comic strips in the U.S. And so as you can see, they're a little smaller printing. But great stories, great stories. This one is by Peter O'Donnell, and the artist is Neville Colvin. Modesty had several artists, but they were pretty faithful to how Peter O'Donnell wanted his character to look. And the artwork kind of, I mean, they're different styles, but consistent. The stories were always consistently good. This one is Lady Killers, Garvin's Travels, and Scarlet Maiden. And this is the Titan books. So the Modesty Blaises were I think all of them were published in these glorious, these wonderful volumes by Titan Books, and virtually all of their adventures, all of Modesty's adventures, were published in this book, including the history. This is the book you see here. See, that's Peter O'Donnell there, but easier to read because it's big printing. So it gives you the whole history of the artists, history of the author, pictures, backgrounds. including magazine publications um, of the Modesty Blaise adventures. So there you have it. That's my collection, my paperback pen collection and faucet collection, and some of the original novels, the hardcover originals of Modesty Blaise. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did, just give me a thumbs up, like, and if possible, subscribe, because I'll be showing you some more books of my extensive collection. All right, thanks. Bye.